16 weeks I have been on the carnivore journey. 16 weeks, 104 days of almost nothing but meat, eggs, a little bit of dairy, and butter and water and salt. How we doing? Let's find out. So if you're new here, I'm Captain Dave. Am I a real captain? No, not really. I mean, kind of when I'm at the helm of a boat, but that's pretty rare, but the nickname that stuck. Anyway, I am 52 years old. I'm getting married in just over a month. And I am trying to lose as much blubber as possible before the wedding. I want to look good. My fiance looks amazing. And I have started on a carnivore journey. So today marks 16 weeks of that journey. How far have we come? I'm going to get to that in a second. I initially tried to start this thing in January, right after the new year, as most people do. And things happened. Life got in the way, some family stuff, personal stuff. I don't want to make excuses, but I started, but I didn't start documenting it. And around May, after Memorial Day, I said, I want to do this. I want to document it. So if you're new here, you can go check out my other videos, and they're awesome. You should watch all of them. But so I started at the end of May, and have been doing almost 100% strict carnivore. There have been a few little things here and there that I have I have just tasted a few things. There have been some moments where I've eaten a little bit too much of carnivore, but the wrong kind of carnivore. So my weight has fluctuated. It hasn't been a steady decline, which is par for the course. But anyway, I have been doing this now consistently for 104 days. And I started out at 284.6. As of this morning, day 104, I weighed 246.5. So that is a total of 38.1 pounds in almost exactly 4 months. Or I guess exactly 4 months. Now, I did do a water fast yesterday. And because I had gone up a little bit in my weight, and because it's the 4-month, 16-week, 104-day mark, I wanted to get down, and I wanted to have a good, solid weight recording. So I started out the fast the day before yesterday, fasted all of Monday, woke up today, Tuesday, and hit the 38.1 pound mark for 246.5. So now, I broke that fast this evening, and by the time all was said and done, I broke it with bone broth and chicken it was 5 something at night. So technically it ended up being a 47-hour fast, which is great. And I think I finally did it the right way. I used bone broth and a can of chicken breast. So I had a cup of bone broth. I waited almost an hour, and then I added some chicken breast to the bone, another cup of bone broth, and had that. And then after that, I had a couple all beef hot dogs and some pork rinds, and I feel great. So if my stomach doesn't immediately, well, I shouldn't say immediately, if my stomach doesn't go into convulsions here in the next, this was a couple hours ago, so I think I'm in the clear, but if I make it through the rest of the evening without upset stomach, because if you've seen my other videos, I talk about how bad it is. If you don't break a fast right, it is horrible. But yeah, so we did a 47-hour fast. I mean, I won't know what the results of that are till tomorrow morning. But the fast this morning, we got down to 246.5 for a total of 38.1 pounds. For the week, I lost 4.9 pounds. And a big part of that was the fast. But it had been creeping down. But fantastic. Now, getting back to where I tried to start in January 2nd, which people have been telling me in the comments that I should have taken measurements. Now, I did not. I don't think I had measurements from the beginning of this year, but I do have measurements from a previous time where I was almost the exact same weight, and my fiance and I took measurements. So, using my powerful deduction thingamajig up here, if I was the same weight, even if it was from the year prior, the measurements should all be the same or close. So I think I can go from that, and we can kind of get an idea of where I was. Because if you look at a picture of me from the beginning of this year and when I was also at my heaviest last year, I look the same. So, I mean, maybe some more grays in the beard, but I diet, so you won't know. Anyway, so yeah, I think we have some measurements to come. But starting off on January 2nd, I was 293 pounds. So subtract 246.5 from that, and I am down a total of 46.5 pounds from the beginning of the year. Insert cheer sound effects. I don't know how to do that stuff. Oh, maybe I'll try to figure it out this week. But anyway, so that's where we are for the whole year. 46.5 pounds. Yeehaw! That is awesome. I'll be throwing in some pictures from the beginning of the year. I might have already done it. So I might have to edit this part and change. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I will have already put that in there. Also, one of the things that I did notice, 246.5 is still, I'm still a big guy. And we had our photo shoot the other day where we had a professional photographer come out to this equestrian horse trail riding place that's not too far from my house. And we did a photo shoot there. The photographer was awesome. The horse folk wranglers were awesome. I've been going to them for years. They're like friends of mine. They were so accommodating. It was great. And they just let us basically have free reign, free run, we could do whatever we want. And they were, there's a girl there, her name's Janice. She was fantastic. So we got a few of the samples back, which I might have already placed around or overlaid. And they came great. But the whole point of this is, so the photo shoot, I am so glad I have lost all this weight because I felt better about taking these pictures. And to be honest, at my heaviest weight, I technically should not have been, like, I couldn't have gotten on the horse that I was on, right? There's like weight limits for certain horses, and I could have, but it wouldn't have been ideal. You shouldn't be on a horse when you're that big. Well, that horse anyway. But all that being said, so I have lost a tremendous amount of weight since the beginning of the year, and I felt better about myself. But in some of the pictures, I still have a long ways to go. I know that. We have 1 month left until the wedding. I am going to incorporate 1 weekly fast because I want to get down to 50 pounds for the wedding. And by the way, side note, the fasts are getting easier and easier. I did a fast last Wednesday, and it was super easy. The only part that was a little bit difficult was when my lovely fiance was cooking dinner, and it smelled really good. yesterday's fast and then most of today. Like I went to the gym this morning and worked out. It was great. I had a great workout. I didn't feel crappy. I drank electrolytes and I had a little bit of creatine in with my electrolyte mix. Felt great. I came home and I don't want to say I wasn't hungry. I was hungry, but I wasn't terribly hungry. And then I did the bone broth thing, and with the bone broth with the chicken an hour later, I mean, I could have gone the whole rest of the night without eating another thing, but I don't know. I wanted to get some calories back into me, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But the point of that was, the fasts are getting easier and easier, and I'm going to do a weekly fast, basically like what I did yesterday and today, once a week until the wedding. So wish me luck. But they're getting so easy. It's crazy. The first few times I did a fast, I was in my head, I was like, no way, this isn't going to work. I can't go 24 hours without eating. And then I did it. 24 hours was like nothing. And now almost all of my fasts, I stop. You know, I always say, I don't eat after the sun goes down, right? So if the sun goes down at 7 o'clock, I mean, I'm done eating by then, but if the sun goes down at like 7:30, whatever it is, I'm not going to eat, you know, after the sun goes down. So if I eat at like 6:30, 6 o'clock, I don't eat at all the next day, right? So that's more than a 24-hour fast. And then I wake up the next morning and you're at like 38 hours. And if I go to the gym and to work, I don't want to break the fast while I'm out in public for reasons. So I might as well just wait till I get home. So at that point, it's almost a 48-hour fast. And the longer you fast, the more autophagy you got going on. Also, mental clarity. I feel like my mental clarity is just when you're fasting, you know, they always say like, oh, it clears up your brain fog or whatever. It is true. I felt so mentally sharp yesterday and today that I don't know. I would recommend trying. I am not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice, but if you want to try it, do the research, talk to your doctor, check it out. I think I actually might do a video just dedicated to fasting because the fiance watched the video the other day on fasting. I have seen some stuff before, and I might do a little compilation of all the stuff and put that out. But that would probably be a ways away. I got a lot of stuff on my plate getting ready for the wedding and everything else. So anyway, with that, I think I'm going to wrap this video right here. It's been great. I want to thank all the people who are subscribing, liking, and commenting. You guys are awesome. And you guys are really motivating me. Like, this is I can tell you, there have been so many times in the past where if I wasn't being held accountable, that I would have made excuses and I would have said, oh, I could have this. And like when we were in Myrtle Beach, right? If I wasn't doing the YouTube thing and I didn't have fans leaving comments and likes and subscribing, I would have definitely fallen off the wagon at Myrtle Beach and eaten a bunch of stuff. So thank you. You guys are awesome. So yeah, and like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're new here, if you want to see me make it to 50 pounds before the wedding, if you want to see me fall flat on my face, whatever you want to see, subscribe. And then you can see that. I'm hoping you don't see me fall on my face, but I think it's going to be fun. And even after the wedding, I am going to keep going because I'm going to set another goal after the wedding. And we'll see how much damage I do on the honeymoon week. Because I am going to eat some stuff. That much is certain. And I'm also going to drink some stuff. And yeah, so there will be some imbibing going on and some desserts because I'm not eating a wedding cake and whatever's left over. So anyway, with that, if you could do the subscribe thing, I would love it. If you got suggestions for videos going forward and all your advice and stuff, I love. So leave comments. You could gently tap the like button if you like this kind of thing. And I will catch you guys in week 17. Captain Dave out.